everyone, Nazori here, and we're going to go ahead and go over trade packs in Ravendawn. I'm going to go over the basics, and then I'm going to go over more advanced information regarding trade packs, give you some tips on how to make a lot of money with them, and just how to get started with it in general. So, the basics. Overview of what trade packs are. Trade packs are probably one of the best ways to make money in Ravendawn. Essentially, if you hit the T menu in game, you're going to pull open the trade packs menu. These are going to be the various different trade packs that you can create, what it takes to craft them, and then it's also going to give you a global demand, which we're going to get into in a moment here. But essentially, the easiest way to explain this is each trade pack is worth a standard price, 12K to be exact. And then it increases in value based on distance and demand. So there is a formula for this, and we've worked it out. I'm going to give you a spreadsheet. We'll talk about that here in a minute. But the formula is 12K times the demand percentage, and then you take the tile distance from the start and the destination, and you times that by 9. So there is a little formula for it to calculate exactly how much, and that's very useful when figuring out what trade pack you want to run. But if you click on each trade pack, you're going to see an individual demand to every single city. Some demands are a lot lower than other, depending on how many people are running them. If it's a really cheap pack, it's going to get run probably a lot more and the demand will go down. You'll see some really low percentages on some of these. So you want to be careful with which ones you buy and where you want to bring them. Let's go over the spreadsheet real quick. I'll bring this up and I'm going to link this in the description. This one was created by twitch.tv/Jimpaw, and I like the format. I've edited it myself. So if you want to use this, you can take the one that I've edited a bit and created your own copy. But thank you to Jimpaw for making it in the first place. But essentially, when looking at this, it's giving us the profit margin. You got crafting costs for the pack, and it's doing a little bit of math. If you dig into this spreadsheet, you'll find the formula. I'm not going to bore you too much in this video, but we have a couple distances. I'm actually still working on these, adding more just for reference. But essentially, I'm taking a distance, I'm pasting it in here, and it's giving me, based on demand, how much these packs are going to be worth. And then also you can look at this page, and it takes all those numbers and checks via the price for how much profit margin you're going to make. And you need to update these values as well, because these are, nothing is pulled via an API. You pretty much have to update the prices and essentially pick which one of these you want and update the demand for the location you want to go to. So say you're looking at slums provision to Ravencrest, and Ravencrest is currently at 55%. You want to change that to 55, and slums provision is now at 55 and calculating correctly how much money you will make. But if you look at these numbers and you've been playing and you just started out, you'll notice some of these numbers are fairly good, especially if you go a long distance, say like Defiance to Seabreeze, which is a popular low-level running one because it's such a long distance. Some of these packs are making a total of like 20K per pack, right? So it's a decent chunk of money. But anyways, spreadsheet down. I'll link that for you in the description if you want to use it. Make a copy of it so you can edit it, and just make sure you keep it up to date, because it doesn't work unless you update the prices. All right. And what do we got next? The more advanced information. I don't think we missed anything on basic, right? Basics covered? I think basics are covered. All right. So some advanced tips. These are going to be some real obvious ones to start, but they get a little bit better. Stay safe, right? If you see people watching you, be careful of that. You might want to change channels. Check your status in the city before you actually make them. So say you're at Harbor Island and you're going to make packs here. Make sure it's in peace, or make sure no one's watching you, because this goes into war and people can kill each other here. So you'll make a pack like Big Louie over here. If this was a red Harbor Island up here, I'd be able to just attack him and take his pack. So watch yourself when making packs, when leaving. If someone is looking at you, make sure they're not following you, because it's pretty easy to take someone's pack in the ocean. That probably should have been included in the basics. Trade packs can be taken from you. So be very cautious about how you run them. If you're in a war zone, people can take them from you. If it's peace, you're safe, but the ocean is always war. And if you look at the map right now, all these are peace, but they're not going to be always. So the developers talked about how there's a little bit too much peace going on at the moment, and these are going to be more heavily weighted towards conflict very soon. So keep track of what's at peace and what's at war when running packs. If you're going through a war zone, you might want to go with your guilds. Honestly, a lot of people running packs together is definitely beneficial. Next thing I want to go over is warehouses. Warehouses are huge. So warehouses are in every single port. You'll see them on the map. Well, in most ports, you'll see a little warehouse. This thing is massive. So you can put your packs in the warehouse, and you can leave them there for any duration of time, I believe. I don't think they ever expire. You can also change channels while there's packs in there. So if you're having trouble with someone, they're camping you, put your packs in the warehouse, change channels, and then come back. And then on the new channel, no one will even know you have packs, because you're just going to be someone in the city, right? Also, something else that you can do, if you wind up running packs to somewhere, let's say you go from Seabreeze over to Orca Bay, There is a warehouse here, and your percentage has tanked since you got there. So you calculated, you were looking at Orca Bay, and it was 75%, but some guild ran packs, and now it's 56% when you get there. You can just stick those packs in the warehouse and leave them there. Like, there's nothing preventing you from taking them. Now, if you go via boat out of there, it will put the packs on your boat. So don't just leave via boat. Make sure you walk away or teleport or something like that. But you can just leave them in the warehouse. And that's huge. You can also stage packs, right? You can run packs from Seabreeze over to Ravencrest, leave them in the warehouse there, teleport back, bring more. And then when these things land in Peace, you can run them through the Peace Zone all the way to Defiance for extra profit. So utilize warehouses. They're pretty huge. What else we got for bonuses? If you go to the War Mode channel, it's a static 10% bonus to trade packs. So more risk, more reward. But obviously, it can be a lot more risky in the War channel. So take that into account. There are a couple different pieces of reputation that will increase how much. I think there's a 5% and a 10% that'll increase your trade pack amount. So you get a total of 15% extra from trade packs. So I don't know where they are exactly. I forget. They're somewhere on this list. There are ones that'll increase your profit directly. Is it this one? Trade packs, 10%. There it is. And then there's also a 5% one further up somewhere here. You can locate it. It's in here somewhere. Great video, I know. All right, moving on. Rep passives, we got what? Trade pack storage and speed. So you like running trade packs, makes a lot of money. It's on T3 at H. Oh, thank you. T3. Oh, here. There it is. Nice. Thank you. Trade packs, 5%. So right here. Trade pack storage and speed. So you can upgrade not only your boat, but also your wagon to carry more trade packs. The merchant ship, by default, the small one, adds 2 extra slots on the boat. You can also put a cargo piece on there to expand it further and get a lot of trade packs via boat. And then likewise with your wagon, you can have a wagon upgrade. You can make better ones, yada, yada. You can get more trade packs on your wagon too, right? So look into the trade pack, the wagon builder and the ship builder for various different upgrades you can use. Speed is huge as well. So your Moa bird strength and speed do affect your wagon speed. So consider upgrading your Moa bird or bonding with it better. Your bond level does dictate a lot of times bonuses related to speed. So keep an eye on that. And your boat, the sail is huge. Also, for another point here, if you kill someone at sea, this is in the current game, I get this better change. So if this doesn't change in the future, I'd be shocked. But right now, if someone attacks you while you're hauling a trade pack, and this is very important, and you kill them, you get a 20-minute timer, and it's infuriating. It's invisible and on you, and it prevents you from docking. So be aware, this is, as of the time of making this video, the 26th of January. If you kill someone who has aggressed you first on the water, you cannot dock. So be very aware of that if you defend yourself on the water. And I'm sure that's going to change, because that does not sound intended in the slightest, and it is very annoying. But essentially, if someone attacks you, they get a skull, you kill them, set your clock for 20 minutes. Because if you go to, you can test this, if you go to dock, it won't let you dock. Also, another good thing to mention is you have a lot of passives here for speed, and I didn't mention this, but you can upgrade your ship speed here, upgrade your ship speed when carrying trade packs here. You get this trader's safeguard, which is really nice. You receive a 25% shield for 10 seconds when someone shoots you first, I believe. When first attacked by a player. So yeah, basically if someone's eyeing you up, you don't have to fire first. You can let them fire first, and you get pretty much a decent advantage in the fight going forward. So all that, look through this board for more. There are some more things that'll help you out with this stuff, but this video is getting long, so let's wrap it up. I think that's pretty much everything. Boat movements, I believe you are faster in the boat. This is the last tip I got for you, actually. When boating, so when in the boat, you are faster going side, the cardinal directions, north, south, east, west, not diagonal. We've tested it. You are slower going diagonal. So if you are trying to get away from someone, or if you're just trying to move quicker, go left, right, up, down. Try and avoid the diagonal movements, especially when trying to evade somebody, because you will catch up to people if they're going diagonal, and they'll catch up to you if you're going diagonal. So that's pretty much it. I think that wraps it up. But guys, thank you so much for watching. If this video helped you out, give it a like, and all the various different algorithm things. I appreciate it. And yeah, we'll see you around.